St. John's in the Eastern Cape, where disgruntled residents have gathered a few meters from the hall. The first council meeting to swear in new councillors is underway. The residents are unhappy about ward councillors who they claim were imposed on them by the ruling party. Let's get more on this. We cross to SABC News reporter Fundiswa Mhlekude. A very good afternoon to you, Fundiswa. What else are the residents saying there?
Well, thank you very much. The residents here are saying the councillors that are being sworn in inside the Luxolweni Hall were imposed on them by the ruling party, so they do not want them. Remember, 2 weeks ago, just after the elections, we were called at Gomoro in Port St. John's Ward 2, where residents were barricading the road and disturbing learners who were writing their grade 12 exams, saying that they do not want the councillor because he is not from the same ward, which is Ward 2, but rather from Ward 4. So they said they do not want him. And we also have another residents who are saying that the same thing has happened at Ward 20 here in Port St. John's local municipality. And as we speak right now, the councillors have already been sworn in inside the hall, but we do have now one of the residents from Ward 2, Siviwe Mjoli, who is going to tell us. Siviwe, the councillor has already been sworn in. Please, sondela kancinci bhuti wami. Sesifungisiwe ukansila wenu apha ngaphakathi. Nithini ke ngoku ningabahlali? Yintoni kanye le ningayifuniyo kuye?
Siswami manibulise kuwe nibulele nibulise kwaphulaphula emakhaya. Siswami eyona nto ingxaki ukuthi leso ibalulile into yokubana lo councillor onyuliweyo namhlanje okanye obekweyo namhlanje uComrade Balonda Amase akanguye okwa-Ward 2 ingokwa-Ward 4, and ke ukusukela ngoku noba angafungiswa noba angathini simile kwinto ethi yena akazukhokhela okanye akazusevisa kwa-Ward 2.
But uvotelwe nina ndithi?
Usiswami into asivotelanga yena esathi sivotele i-ANC, because if bekuthiwa na ubuso bakho bekwe phayana ngeke angasimvotele besivotela nje i-ANC.
Thank you very much, Siviwe Mjoli. He is saying that even though the councillor has already been sworn in, he is not going to lead them because they do not want him. He is from Ward 4, and that even though they did vote for the councillors, they only voted for the ANC and not for the councillor himself. Now we are going to speak to another resident from Ward 20, Mr. Zwelenkosi Sonjica. Zwelenkosi, kwenzeka ntoni kwa Ward 20?
Kwa Ward 20 sisi manibulele kokuqala ndibulise. Phaya sinikwa uceba esingamfuniyo and nguceba wakwa Ward 17 not kwa Ward 20 njengoba ngikwa Ward 20. Uceba esimdingayo thina esimfuna uba makabe khona esimphakamisileyo singabahlali uzindile Bhombodo esimisayo esithi yena makasimele asikhokhele. So siphathe kakubi ngoku xa kuzokwenzeka ngohlobo sinikwe umuntu wakwa Ward 17 azosikhokhela imfuno zethu sazifumana phi ngumbuzo wami lo into oba sazifumana phi imfuno zethu.
Did you raise these questions before the election?
Ngelishwa sizamile into okubana kwinkomfa ibikhona sizamile ukuyiphakamisa lonto siveza into okubana lo muntu akanguye owaphi kwa Ward 20, but ke i-ANC inyathele yonke lonto ayikwazanga ukusebenzisana nathi sagqibela ngothina singabahlali sisithi nanku umuntu esimkhethayo uMongezi Makhawula asimfuni asinomfuna asinode sihlale asizumfuna.
Thank you. This is a resident from Ward 20. Seemingly they have the same challenge because as he is from Ward 20, he is saying the councillor that was allegedly imposed on them is from Ward 17. As you can see behind me, residents from these two wards are here expressing their anger. Unfortunately, as you can see as well, that law enforcement officers have been deployed to this area, making sure that they don't disrupt the process of swearing in of councillors. We hear as well that the same thing is also happening in Mhlekude local municipality, also here in the OR Tambo region, where we heard that on Friday, IEC officials were locked inside offices where the residents of a certain ward there were saying that they are not pleased with the results of the elections because they believe that an independent candidate has won. But we did speak to the provincial secretary of the ANC here in the Eastern Cape, Mr. Lulama Ngukaitobi, who said that these disgruntled residents here can always appoint or vote for another councillor in the next 5 years. For now, they can always accept the democratic outcome, as he put it. Back to you in studio.
Fundiswa, Mhlekude, giving us an update from Port St. John's in the Eastern Cape there as we continue looking at the results of the local government elections and the swearing in.